received a really interesting question from someone on the channel recently, and that was, how do I balance work and YouTube? And it's funny, this is a really, I guess this is a really loaded question, but I really can answer this question in one word, and it's called discipline. No matter what you do, what job you have, I guarantee you, you have a lot more time than you think. And I am sometimes at fault to this, but we scroll through our phones and we spend so much time on meaningless tasks that take so much time away from our hobbies, our family, and things that really matter. For example, we all have this beautiful thing, right? Our phones. We spend so much time on them as far as scrolling through Instagram, looking at freaking TikTok nowadays, that you'd be surprised how much time goes to waste just scrolling mindlessly through things that really don't add any value. Hopefully this is something, this channel is something that adds value to you really on a personal and professional level. But it's funny how sometimes even myself, I lose so much time looking at social media in the morning when I should be, writing scripts for the channel or getting ready for work or being more focused while I'm actually doing my work so I can get my work done quicker to have more time for my hobbies and my family and certain things. And, I feel like we all have way more time than we think. We just waste a lot of it on such a meaningless task that takes so much time away from us and add no value. So one thing I do with my phone actually is you could actually add to your phone how much screen time you have and how much time you're using certain apps. And I really, really try to limit it to only certain things that, are adding value to me, certain creators that I like watching, because I feel like they make me better at making videos myself, or, they give me a little bit of entertainment for the day, which is totally fine. And I'm not saying, I'm not telling you not to use these apps. I'm just telling you to be a little bit more intentional about how you do things. And if you're more intentional throughout the day, you'll have more time for, work and school or school and your hobby, or, maybe building your own channel or doing whatever it is you want to do. And I think this all kind of plays into the first word I said, discipline, but setting the schedule and sticking to it. I think, nowadays I live and die by my calendar. Like my calendar drives my day on what I do, and it helps me plan the day almost very military, because if I don't do that, then I'm so lost throughout the day. I wake up and I'm like, all right, what do I need to do today? And next thing you know, you're on your phone, it's 8 a.m. and then you're scrolling on TikTok or watching videos or, whatever, liking people's pictures on Instagram. And next thing you know, it's like 11 a.m. You're like, what the heck just happened? You just lost 3 hours where maybe you could have walked your dog. Maybe you could have spent time with your family. Maybe you could have done other things that are actually adding value to you and not taking your time away. So I'd say not only be intentional with your screen time on your phone, but also setting a schedule and sticking to it, being very military. And again, I hate to quote Jordan Peterson on this, but it's not a prison. Setting a schedule isn't something that you need to be mad at yourself by not following. If you set a schedule and maybe you hit 70% of it, I guarantee you're going to have such a better day than if you just didn't do anything at all. And, I'll be honest with you guys, sometimes I do tend to be a little bit more of a workaholic than I'd like to. But it's funny how when I'm actually working on things that I enjoy, like this channel, like right now, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't even know how much time, like today, today's my video shooting day, right? And I obviously blocked this time off on my calendar to do it, but, time goes by like this when I'm just like doing something that I'm like in this zone. I get this feeling that I have so much energy, even though I've literally made back to back videos, but I feel like I can keep going all day because this is something I enjoy. And I really feel like, sometimes people say, you should have a work-life balance and you should have balance. And although I do tend to agree with that, but if you really enjoy what you're doing and you don't mind doing it and you get a certain fulfillment from it, whether it's intrinsic or whatever the case may be, I really don't feel like, the hours in the day matter because of what you're doing. And obviously there's things that you need to sacrifice to make time for, family, friends, and whatever, and you need to cultivate your relationships. But again, I tend to be a little bit of a workaholic, and I tend to spend all my time either working or working on this channel. But that being said, I also have a very good social life also, I'd like to believe, because, when things come up for friends or family, I'm like the first one there, important things, right? Things that actually, where I want to be there. And I'd say the last thing is like, how do I balance work and YouTube? Honestly, like I mentioned this before, even though I'm pretty much feel like I work all the time, when I'm doing things I enjoy and I like, you get like a sudden burst of energy that I'll be honest with you, sometimes like it's funny how I love having these like really interesting conversations with people about like just sociology and philosophy and what makes us tick as like just people and what drives people. And it's funny how like I could be super tired, but when it comes to like making these videos, I have the utmost energy for them, and I could be, I don't know, like not really have slept that well or had a really tough week at work. But, when it comes to making these videos, I feel like I have so much energy for them. And, if you can find that one hobby or find that one thing where you really rather be doing that than scrolling on your phone or, mindlessly doing things that aren't adding any value to you and aren't making you really intrinsically happy, then, I think you need to figure out what that is, because it's such a powerful tool to use, and it's helped me tremendously in my life have a more fulfilling and rich personal and professional life. So I guess in summary, how do I balance work and YouTube? Discipline. It's really that simple. Setting a schedule, sticking to it, not mindlessly going on my phone, and finding something that you truly get value from intrinsically, because I promise you, no matter how long your days are, when it comes to doing that one task, you're going to find this sudden energy and burst of joy and fulfillment that nothing else will give you. All right, guys, it's going to be it for the video today. If you found value in the video, please make sure to hit the like button below. Until next time, work hard, dress well. Peace.